Alright guys, I'm back and I wanted to just go over the course schedule briefly with you and kind of let you see how it's set up and what to expect. So for this first week, your individual learning activities, those will be listed here. These are things that you'll technically do out of class. Your assessment part will be things that are part of your class time each week. So you need to look at Blackboard, start with the Getting Started tab and follow the directions there. Look at the course syllabus and schedule, and then you'll go to your content section, and there's a folder for View, which has these videos, so you're already there if you're watching this. Then there's Read, that has what the article links and tells you what chapter to read. And there's a Complete that tells you to complete your discussion boards, and it also links. If you click on Discussion 1 under Complete, it links you to the discussion board. Or you can go out and click on the Discussion Board tab and answer them that way. So I've tried to set it up where there's multiple ways to access everything so that it's easy for you, and just do whatever works best for you. This document is very important. If I were you, I would print it, move it to your calendar, whatever you need to do to keep up with this, because this has all of your due dates, how much of your grade it's worth, and all of your reading assignments. Everything that you'll need to do for this course is part of this document. So you need to keep up with this. So just kind of as an overview, week 1, you're going to read the first 2 articles. These articles are short and they're pretty easy to read, but they're just kind of an introduction into research and evidence-based practice and what you need to be looking at. And then your first chapter of Pollitt and Beck. You will do your Blackboard discussion. The first one's just an introduction, and then the second one's a question about exploring evidence-based practice. Your initial post will be due by the 11th, which is Wednesday. So that is your post introducing yourself and your first post about exploring EBP, answering those questions. You can do it anytime before that you want, but it has to be submitted by Wednesday at midnight. And then your responses, you can do those as soon as you would like, but they all have to be done before Friday at midnight. And so anything that is submitted after that point will not be counted for your grade. And I know when you guys look at this, you're looking like, oh, the discussion board is just 5% of the grade, and then the self-reflection is just 4%, but those things add up. So it would benefit you greatly to make sure that you, like I said, this course is set up for you to pass if you just do what we ask you to do. And so take it serious. Be sure that you're doing everything we're asking you to do. The homework is the interactive modules on the point and the video cases on the point. And I'm going to take you in another video for this week and show you the point and kind of how to access those things. So there are 12 chapters that we're going to cover, as I discussed in the syllabus, and each chapter is worth 1% of your grade. And that means that you do all the interactive modules and all of the video cases for that chapter. It's going to seem like a lot when you get in there and start looking at it and I start showing it to you, but this is what I'm actually doing in class with the groups that meet face-to-face. And so our class is a 3-hour class per week. So what that means is that we meet 3 hours every week, and then you're expected to be spending 6 to 9 hours outside of class doing your reading, doing your Blackboard discussions, and other things like that. So I don't see why this should take you. Each of the interactive modules are about 10 to 15 minutes long. And then the video cases, there's a short video case that's usually a minute or 2, and then there's like some questions about it. And then there's a Voice of the Researcher. That's a longer video case that's actually a researcher that's talking about some area of research, and there's some questions and discussion about that. And so the Voice of the Researcher is usually 10 minutes or so. So all of this together shouldn't take you a really, really long time to complete, not out of what would be expected if you were coming and sitting in class. So Week 2, I don't have anything scheduled because, as I said, that's our Martin Luther King Day, and we won't have class for one of my groups, so I'm just trying to keep everyone on the same schedule. And so if you guys want to go ahead and work ahead and get some of this stuff done for week 3, that is perfectly okay with me. For you to kind of work a little bit ahead, just as long as you have things in by the due date. Everything is open on Blackboard, so you can do it kind of at your own pace. And it might be a good idea because I'm going to show you as we get down here, like in week 4, there are actually 3 chapters in Pollitt and Beck that you will be doing the interactive modules and the case points for. So it's going to take a little bit longer on week 4. And then when you get in, but in week 5, you don't have any of those to do. We're going to be doing our quiz and working on the compare and contrast tables. So kind of try to balance it out. There's just a few weeks where we have to have several chapters. And then your biggest week is going to be week 6. You're going to have 5 chapters to do those things for. Then after that, it's just 1 chapter a week again. And then the week after spring break, you'll have 1 chapter, and that will be your last section that you'll have to do on the point, doing the interactive modules and the cases, and we'll go into the group project fully at that point. So we'll start the group project right before spring break doing the review of literature, but we'll still have that 1 chapter about critiquing articles and things that we'll work through before you do your rapid critical appraisal. So there's just those 2 weeks that are going to be pretty heavy. So like I said, if you want to work ahead a little bit each week and make sure that you're getting your stuff done ahead of time, then those weeks shouldn't be overwhelming for you at all. And we have that time built in. Let me go down and show you week 14 and 15. I have here that you would present on the 17th or the 24th, and that's because my other groups are larger groups, and we'll have to divide them into 2 weeks. You guys will all present on the 24th. So what that does is just gives you an extra week to wrap up your project, make sure you have everything done. Since I believe you guys are kind of a small group, I don't have the final enrollment yet, but I think there's going to be around 10 in your class. And so we'll probably just have 2 groups. We'll meet on the 24th at 4:30, and on that day, we'll meet via WebEx, so you don't have to go anywhere. You can actually meet from home if you have a webcam, and you can actually do it from your phone. But someone will need to have computer access to be able to share their screen and show us the PowerPoint that you've presented. And you guys will present via WebEx, so we'll all be connected on WebEx. You'll do your presentation there. And like I said, we'll go over this in more detail before we get to this point. And I'll also give you access to WebEx before that time. We'll set up a time where your group can get on and practice together. And if you want me there to give you feedback for your practice, I would be happy to do that. So we'll discuss that as we get closer to that time. So you guys just know on April 24th at 4:30, you will need to be somewhere that you can hook up to WebEx and do your presentation. And that's the only time this semester that we'll all actually meet face-to-face together as scheduled. You know, other than that, if you guys want to meet anytime, I'm more than happy to meet via WebEx, or you can come here and we can meet face-to-face. And then for finals week, what you'll be doing is just your peer evaluations, and then your final self-reflection will be due on finals week. So we won't actually meet face-to-face that week, but you will have assignments due that are part of your grade for that week. So I think that's about it for the course schedule. Like I said on the syllabus, if you have any questions or concerns or something, I'm not above making mistakes. So if you find something on here that's like, this doesn't make sense to me, please call me and let me know, because there are probably, like I said, other people that are unsure about that point too, and I can clarify that for everyone. All right, so I'm going to do one more video for this week that will be looking at the point. I'm going to actually log in with you and show you how to access what you're going to be doing. And then that should be it for week 1 for the videos. And if you have any questions, let me know.